The Grudge is a very, very angry spirit horror movie. The movie takes place in Japan. It's basically about this family. That husband goes crazy, murders his wife and kid, and then hangs himself. Well, 3 years later, people in other families are trying to live in this house. Well, long story short, those people are killing themselves, and just the police officers are confused. There's more about the police officers coming up. Well, this lady, our main character, she works at this caregiver facility, and basically the worker that's supposed to take care of this old lady that lives in this haunted house, basically she comes up missing, classic, and basically being her first job, her boss is like, look, this is probably the perfect opportunity for you to, do something. I believe in you. It's just a checkup on this old lady, nothing too crazy. Well, our main character, she ends up getting to this house and just off rip ends up noticing things are not right. Also, she noticed that her co-worker's bike's still in the area. Yeah, and just weird things start happening. I mean, like instantly. She ends up finding this boy trapped in this closet, and yeah, she's with the old lady, and the old lady ends up dying. Well, that leads to a whole bunch of shenanigans. She ends up leaving the house, and she just starts seeing weird stuff. And long story short, is if you're even remotely in the house, you step foot in this house, basically you're marked for death. There's no escaping whatever entity the Grudge is. I mean, obviously they're just very mad spirits, but man, they're powerful. They can do a bunch of stuff, and they're not limited to just where they are. So like, you could be not even remotely close to this house. The Grudge is going to get you. But yes, those police officers that were investigating inside this house, since they had to go in the house, they end up dying. And you just start unraveling this mystery of basically what is happening with this house. Why did the dad end up killing himself? What's happening? So it is kind of like a mystery movie. But yeah, just by the end of it, our main character realizes the only thing she can really do is, I guess, try to solve the mystery, but she can't really do that. These spirits are too angry, so she tries to burn down the house. And then that's about the end of the movie. Yeah, so my review to The Grudge, and honestly, my thought on this movie was, this movie was pretty good. It wasn't like the best horror movie I've seen. There was a couple decent jump scares. I think the thing though that made me like this movie was just the concept of how powerful these spirits were. Like in this movie, they're very, very strong. Like I said, the second you step into the house, you're marked for death. They can basically manipulate their voice to sound like dead loved ones. They do that in the movie. They can look like dead loved ones. They did that in the movie. They could drag you. You could just be under your sheets and get dragged to like the spirit realm. I don't know where they're going, but yeah, like nowhere safe. Like they could just be by you and you don't even know it. Like very, very strong. So just kind of the lore around how strong these spirits are was like what made me really, really like The Grudge. Now, acting was pretty good, production was pretty good. Nothing was like crazy stand out with that stuff though. Like honestly, like some of the special practical effects were like like you're not really getting nothing crazy. Like the one part with the lady with her jaw, that looked I guess this is an old movie, so that probably looked really good when it came out. Didn't look bad. I've seen worse, but yeah, yeah, that wasn't nothing for me. That made me like the movie. Like I said, I was more into the lore and just kind of the concept of how strong they were, because I mean, that's pretty strong. Like these entities, these spirits, they're like, man, very, very strong. Basically, it's a for sure fact that you're dead. You step in this house, you're really not just getting out. So, and yep, that is my review. My recommendation for The Grudge, and I would definitely recommend this movie. It's a classic. Everybody's heard of The Grudge. There's a bunch of parodies about The Grudge. This is just a classic movie. Obviously, it's a remake from the Japanese movie. Can't remember the name of it. Not even going to try to pronounce it. So, but yeah, I mean, a pretty good movie, honestly. Halfway through the second one right now, and yeah, I can definitely tell you that these entities are just powerful. So, like I said, once you go into that building, it's a guaranteed death sentence. So, yep, definitely recommend it. And also, I've been kind of MIA on doing a lot of these reviews just the past month and a half, too. It's just been me catching up on a bunch of stuff, and I kind of had to put this to the side. Also, I've been just binging other movies, so, but yeah, I'm back at it. Just bear with me, I'm back.